True despair can only exist when there's hope. Likewise, darkness can only exist when there's light. So the idea of duality. The problem, guys, is the thing for me before this business, I knew I wanted to get somewhere. Right? We all know where you want to be, right? We all know what we want, right? The problem is how do you get there, And I say this all the time. The thing is right now, we never bash what we have going on. The thing is there are better ways to live, yes, yes. Yeah, we know this. The idea is that most people don't have the balls to do it. Because the risk of falling. Most people, like the idea in America today, most Americans, the fear, imagine the scale. The fear of loss is always heavier than the hope of gain. Wow. For me, that was, I was no exception. I was afraid of losing. So people, okay, for example, real quick, time out. For the guys in the room, some ladies maybe, who's ever been to ice skate? Everybody, So the idea is like this, was there ever like a girl that you just had a mad crush on? You were just like, perfect girl, attraction, whatever, you just want to date her. The thing is like, who's ever been too scared to ask somebody out? Yeah. The thing is, guys, if you never ask the question, the answer is always no. The thing is, sometimes your biggest fear of what you truly want, you're so afraid to fail, you never even reach out for it. You never even try to climb. You guys have like the long old guys with the beard, they never even try. Because they're afraid to fall. The thing is, though, is that the idea of the rope, the idea of safety will actually hold you back. So in other words, guys, what I'm trying to get at here, the idea of fear. The thing is, fear and love are the two most powerful human emotions right now. I mean, of all time, Everything derives from either fear or love. The idea is, guys, that, people see fear as a negative thing, love as a positive thing, which may or may not be true. Who in here knows the story of Darth Vader? Everybody, right?
Darth Vader?
If you don't know, Darth Vader started off as a boy, normal boy, who loved the woman very, very much. His fear of losing her caused him to go to the dark side of the Force, Caused a lot of evil. The idea is that love or passion can actually be a negative thing, and fear can be a positive thing. For me, guys, when I got involved in the game, I failed my first 2 months in the business. Everyone shot me down, told me it was crazy, told me it was a scam scheme, whatever. I did not get any headway. Reason why, guys, I didn't have confidence first things first, and secondly, the idea that my rope held me back. My fear of losing held me back from going all in. The thing is, you won't get to the top. You won't get out of the prison, right? You want to escape. The thing is, most people are too afraid to even try. Wow. Guys, for me, I was so small-minded. $500 was a lot of money at the time for me. I'm not here to dismiss that extra problem. I've been there before. The thing was, really, my true fear was the fear of failure. I was afraid to look stupid. I was afraid to fail, dude. And most people are, and that's that's okay. It's a very human, very natural thing that America cultivates, guys. The thing is to become wealthy and successful, to escape that hole, to escape the prison, you have to be able to overcome your fear. Because a very, very wealthy man in time, there's two kinds of prisons. One of which you can see the bars, other one you don't even know you're in prison. Wow. Most people today are in prison. The thing is they're trapped by their job. You can't flush your toilet without paying a water bill, right? Wow. In other words, you have to work to make money. You have to work to survive. The thing is, in the old South, in the 1800s, it's called slavery, where people fed and clothed their slaves. Today, it's called economic slavery. The slaves feed and clothe themselves. So, guys, the thing is, you don't see the bars around you today. So, Vima is a great company, it's a great product, but let's be real for a second, guys. This is not about the drink. Okay, the reason why you're brought out there, the reason why you heard it, the reason why you stayed here for 5 hours is because this is the way out. Is it the only way? Absolutely not. But is it a better way? Yes. So, that's what's going on, guys. So, really quickly, what does it all mean, I'm going to get the skill set and how to actually make the business work in a second. But hopefully what we just did here can help you kind of see the bigger picture. Because, guys, it's very, very difficult to see a bigger picture if you're still inside the frame. And most people are still inside the frame. Again, my best friends laugh their asses off when I get involved in this, Don't laugh anymore. They ask me for money. And the thing is, guys, is not to be, never, always carry something private. Don't be arrogant. At the same time, guys, like, the true catch, if you're here, if you guys want to know the true catch in this business, the true catch in this, you must be willing to accept the fact that you will lose social status with the ignorant. And I don't mean ignorant as an insult, I mean ignorant as in miseducated. The majority of Americans today, this is not a new concept, it's been happening for a very long time. But the majority of Americans, especially young people today, have their own opinions. And opinions are kind of like assholes. Everybody has them, they all stink. And they also won't pay your bills. Unless you're just that kind of person. But guys, the idea is very simple, is that the moment you accept someone's opinion as your reality, whenever you accept someone's opinion, you accept their lifestyle. And I realized that all my friends back me, they say, you're still doing that juice thing, you're still doing that job thing, homie? Because you're selling your time. The only thing you really own is your time. I think it's supposed to be your house is your biggest asset. It's a lie. An asset puts money in your pocket every month. Home takes away all of your money every month. Even if you pay it off, how much is your property tax, your utilities, et cetera, et cetera. So, real talk, guys, whenever I present this, I ask the question, what do you own that will pay you every month? If it's your time, that means you're a slave. The word employee actually means wage slave. Interesting. So guys, the idea again, why you're here is to hear an alternative. You guys already know the concept behind this, but how do you make this work? The idea is very simple. Is that whether it's Vima, whether it's real estate, whether it's owning a restaurant, a business, whatever, the idea of wealth, I said it a minute ago, is that wealth is not a measure of money, measure of time. Being rich is a measure of money. I don't want to be rich. I'll become wealthy. The idea is, guys, if you make $1,000 a month, and you say that your expenditure is $500 a month, your wealth is 2 months. That's what your money buys you. Okay. The idea is that you want money to work for you, never work for money. The idea is whether it's this anything else, you want to make money that does not depend on your presence, right? That's the idea of wealth, that you don't have to be present for your income to grow. For example, you have amazing leadership, guys. You have Mr. Riku, you have Mr. Mario, Mr. Josue that held it down, guys. Even if we didn't come here tonight, they have the same information. We've just been doing it longer. The idea is that you have to become the person, that's worth $1 million to be paid $1 million. The thing is, right now, I'm not worth $1 million. Make a good income. I'm not balling it. I don't have a Ferrari. I don't have a mansion. I don't have a helicopter yet. But the idea is, guys, I own a business that pays me regardless of my presence. And that's what you want to build. So, okay, down to brass tacks, guys. What are we doing here? Why is this? Why do we do this? Because again, 10% of the knowledge speaking is very easy. I'm just doing it for longer than you. The hard part is up here. So, guys, is building the person you need to be to make the income that you want, guys. So, I'm sure it was said tonight, but this business right now, guys, network marketing is a people business. When people say, "Oh, it's not personal, it's just business," it's bullshit. The business that you're hearing about today is a people business. So the reason, again, why your friend brought you out wasn't for $100. When somebody said it was $100, if you're signing people up for $100, you're a predator. You're preying upon people. It's a terrible, terrible way to live your life. So in other words, the reason why people have a very negative impression about this industry is because people are doing it wrong. Most people are not trained at all. The majority of people in network marketing right now, Avon, Mary Kay, MCA, whatever, they have no clue what they're doing. They fuck up for people like us. Because the thing is, the best well-trained team always wins. Period. So in other words, guys, we're doing a training right now. So should I go through momentum? What do you think about it? She's actually the brain. I know. She's actually the brain. I just speak. It is true. So guys, who wants to know how to make a lot? Yeah. And the reason why you're in this right now is that, of course, you want to make a lot of money, but guys, you want to do it very quickly. You want it to last beyond your presence, correct? Right. So really quickly, just have an experience. Say James, you and I, okay? Say that, forget Steve Jobs or something. Say that we made Apple, okay? All of you guys are in our company, okay? The thing is, like, we're the innovators. We designed the iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, iPads, whatever. We made actually $500 billion. Congrats, So the idea is, like, maybe we're very wealthy. We want to retire. The thing is, if James and I are both innovators, if we just had to walk away, and it's just just employees in the business will collapse. There's no more innovators, there's no more creation. The company will eventually die. The idea is for James and I to be able to walk away and our company still flourish. For business to exist beyond just you must duplicate yourself. So guys, in Vima, this is a business of momentum and duplication. What I mean by that, guys, is very simple. Is that when you build this business, look at Jose. Did you do like 2-to-1 training, anything like that? Structure training,
I didn't do 2-to-1. I just went over invitation days, but I haven't done compliment.
Okay, we'll go to that in a minute. So really quick, guys, the idea of this business, if you don't know, when you get involved in this, you have a right and a left team, correct? This idea is very simple. At the beginning of this business, you're negative $500. You have 2 empty spots. Now, at the beginning, you're looking for a few individuals who see the same thing you see to recoup your investment to get off the ground. So you introduce 2 people to your business, one on your right, one on your left. The idea is now, how many people are responsible for your income? 2 other people, right? The idea is very simple, right? If you support your team, those 2 individuals each building 2 more individuals in their group, now you have 6 people total. You have 14 people. You have 30 people, and so on and so forth. The concept behind this, guys, you want to duplicate the skill set. So in other words, the reason why this industry works and why people get paid so well, in this kind of business, I have everything to gain to teach you what I know. The reason why, the more successful any one of us become, the more that we all grow mutually. In contrast, in corporate America, in a job, the person above you is going to keep you down. Why? Because you want his spot, right? You want to get paid what he gets paid. You can never get paid more than the person above you. To get paid more, knock the guy off and take his job. So guys, by default, in the corporate structure, the corporate pyramid, all the shit goes downhill and all the money goes uphill. Who has like the best view in the building? We got the top of the bottom. Who drives the nicest car at the top of the bottom? Who gets 5 at the top of the bottom? Every single time. The thing is, guys, the corporate structure is automatically flawed. And again, I don't need to diss on that. If you have a corporate job, pursue it. The thing is, like, if that's how you're gonna get rich, like, know your numbers. So So in other words, in this business, the idea is very simple. Someone that got you involved in this, not only they, but also their mentors, someone like myself or Colleen Sugar, it's our job here to train you what we know. The reason why, if you do as well or even better than us, the more that you earn, the more that your friends earn, the more that we earn too. So I have everything in to teach you what I know. And the purpose for this tonight is to become educated. To become, again, to have a specialized knowledge to become successful. Okay? So already Jose's going over some basic stuff, guys, but how do you build an organization? How does this work, guys? Very simply, the idea of momentum is again, the idea of riding a bicycle. If you pedal too slowly, you're just going to fall off. To ride a bike successfully, you have to pedal very fast, correct? But once you get going, you can't stop. You can, but you get the idea. For example, guys, who's ever been on a plane? Okay, so for me, like some people in this business, they're like helicopters. Maybe one of you guys is a helicopter. Look, you start at the bottom, you go straight up. People like that, within 1, 2, 3 years, Mr. Alex Morton in this business is the youngest millionaire in the He's 24 years old. Look at his 3-year mark. In less than 3 years, he's a millionaire at 24. He's a helicopter. He busted his ass, but he went straight up. For me, I am not a helicopter. I'm an airplane. Which means you get on the plane, you're sitting there, and then you wait 45 minutes and you get out the thing, You start taxiing around the airport, we're 12th in line, So for me, I didn't have a good start. I dicked around and smoked pot all day. I didn't make this a priority. I just sat in circles forever, dude. The idea is when the plane actually is ready to take off. When I was ready to take off, dude, the plane goes 20 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. You hear the engines kick in, right? It was 80 miles an hour, 120. It goes faster and faster. Almost like the fastest the plane can go, it almost runs out the entire runway. It takes 100% of the effort for the plane to get enough lift to get off the ground, right? It takes 100% effort for most airplanes to get off the ground. But once you're at 30,000 feet, it takes less than 10% to keep flying, to coast. The idea today is that most people in this industry quit on the runway. They're like, they back up the terminal, oh, my friend said no, they just quit. They even try to get in here. Most people are too afraid. Again, the only catch in this business is that people are going to look down upon you at first. The ignorant people that don't know about this industry, people that have nothing to their name, they're going to do the juicing, bro. Guys, I promise you, find anyone that's wealthy that owns a business, they know about an industry. They may have an opinion, good or bad, but they know it's legitimate, they know it works. The difference is this works. It's not a question. The difference is, do you work? So guys, how does this work? Very simply, if you're new, if you haven't got started yet, obviously you need to get started first. But guys, more importantly is the fact that the idea of momentum is you want to start expanding your brand as fast as you can. If you invite 2 friends out tomorrow, they get started. Now there's you and 2 other people that make you an income. And again, if you help them expand their business, now there's 4 people. 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 10, 24, 20, 48. Your brand expands exponentially. If you add 1 person one at a time, your business will multiply. Does that make sense? So you build your business by addition, but you get paid by multiplication. And that's why you make a lot of money.